that's EP monthly things to do. Gonna go to the studio and have you guys be all awkward here. You guys are all the office style. Gage, can you state your job description or the title?
The creative director and photographer, publisher.
For?
EP Monthly.
Very good.
All knowing.
Sorry. And this is something we kind of work on here, the EP Monthly schedule. So usually we start on this. How long ago did we work on this, Gage?
Like this, I started yesterday.
Okay.
Talking with everybody, getting deadlines done.
Okay.
Everything finished on schedule except for, everything for the most part finished on schedule.
No.
But really the only thing that we need to work on is like when we finish writing, we need to like look over our own thing, because Karen, although she's the editor, she's been having to edit like a lot, and like a lot of like simple things that like she probably shouldn't have to edit, because it's just like if you just like read over your stuff, you'd be like, oh, that doesn't make sense, you change it and then okay, and then it makes Karen's job a lot less, it shouldn't take her all day to edit an article. So I think that's like a big one. We just need to not edit ourselves, but revise and at least look over it when we're done. That's pretty much it.
For that, I wrote like yesterday. It's really long right now.
Yeah, you can explain.
I made a shorter one, a short outline to go on the back of this, and I'll hand it to y'all later. But I wrote some like an outline of kind of like what should you check for. Just basic like writing suggestions, and then a lot of y'all were having trouble with like transitions and stuff, so like you guys had good ideas, but it didn't flow from one paragraph to the other, and then also writing introductions and conclusions. Like you had a good solid body, but then it's like, okay, well, how do you start off your article, or how do you end it and wrap it up? Because the reader has to feel satisfied, not like just like, wait, what did I read? So I found some resources online, just like an outline for an essay and transition words, and it's not that you have to use these words, but it's just to make you a better writer, and having to replace some of the words that y'all use, like some of them that are maybe simple or repetitive. You might say the word motivation like a lot, and even though it fits, you want to add some variation to your writing, whether sentence length, word choice, and that'll make you ultimately a better writer, finding ways to reword things.
So that's pretty much it for last month. But so this month we'll start with picture.
This EP history, that one's getting moved to next month.
Oh yeah, we're moving EP history to next month. This is the list of, I just kind of wrote down like their name, what they were doing that month, and this is the lineup for this month. So I know that with the aesthetic pictures thing, that's gonna be done by Friday. We're gonna go take pictures and everything.
That's right.
The apps for your phone, we need kind of like more of like a line, or like when it's gonna be done, I guess. I don't know how long it's gonna take, or.
So I need to download the apps and then have them use them for a day or two.
Yeah.
So I can actually
Yeah. So you can probably start this week, or this week in between, writing whatever you're doing.
Yeah. I'll do one app at a time.
Yeah. And I know for aesthetic pictures, the places to take pictures in Eagle Pass, it's not going to be like a super article-y kind of article.
It's not gonna be very heavy. It's just
it's kind of like there's stats we're gonna
how noisy the privacy of it, how the lighting,
right,
the location, and some other things. I wrote them down there.
Yeah, there's somewhere else.
It's supposed to be more useful than more than
not so you don't have to read as much. It's just, oh, this is a cool place. This is a cool place. How you suppose this? How?
No, I don't really want to make up stuff and have a lot of filler, and then it turns into a BuzzFeed article.
Yeah, that's the other thing. With the articles, you guys have to know what you're writing about. I noticed that y'all researched it, and I could tell, but sometimes I was left feeling we need more to this, right? It left me wanting more, and I think as a reader, I think they would also want the same. So don't be. You might be trying to meet a word, like, oh, I need to get like a page at least, or like this many paragraphs. But don't worry so much about that, but about the quality of the writing. So don't try to put in filler sentences. Don't make your sentence like super long, trying to sound fancy or fill up space. It's more about how like every sentence in there should be justified and should support your main idea.
Yeah.
And then also like halfway, one thing, if you need help writing and like an outline for it, because I think that's one thing we should start is writing an outline so you know more or less what you're gonna write. And also just like halfway through your writing or something, it'd be nice if y'all ask me to look over it. I can tell you guys, oh well, I would like to see more of this, or change the phrasing of this. Like at least we could edit it a little bit before you give it to me, because if not, it's just like I'm not sure what your intentions were writing it, and it just makes it easier.
Yeah, you should add me and Karen to the Google Docs when you guys start writing.
Yeah,
that's
from
also
the
another
beginning.
thing we want to talk about. Just so, because I know a lot of the times, like, we give people deadlines and then they wait last second to do it, and it's just like, I mean, you can tell in the writing that it seems kind of rushed, but we just want to make sure that everything's, that you didn't write a sentence this day and then, the 2 days before the deadline there's another paragraph, and it's like, whoa. So, yeah, we're just going to be added into the Google Docs at the beginning so we can see the progress. And then, Ricky, you're doing the spring break thing, and we need to come up with like an outline. We need to like brainstorm that. I don't know what we're gonna do for that. I mean, we had an idea yesterday, but I don't know. Like I don't know what we can do for that to make it interesting.
If we could have Victor work on the apps on your phone this week, and then have Ricky work a little bit on the aesthetic pictures while we figure out another article for Ricky. Because, I don't know how you feel about the spring break activities. Because we don't want just like filler content like on the magazine.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's something we have to discuss.
So I mean, if we can come up with a good idea, then.
One thing I think would be useful, everyone loves to see pictures of themselves and stuff like that. So, or see pictures of people that they know and love be published. Mrs. Fisher or Mrs. Eva Ramon or Mr. Cox, the Hidden Heroes stuff. I don't know, we can take screenshots and kind of make them small, so the quality isn't too bad. As opposed to the last month's issue, I did see a couple of you guys in there, but kind of hidden.
Yeah.
And people sell. People like seeing people that they know buying an issue of someone that they know or of themselves. I mean, me included, because it's like, oh man, like I'm in a publication. This is great. So having something, like the Hidden Heroes, I don't think that'd be too hard to do. I don't think we already got the images somewhat. You could go again and take the pictures if you want to get nicer pictures. I think it'll help boost sales. I think it'll help personalize it. And you don't have to write, I don't think, that much. I mean, it's just like, oh, by the way, the last few, hidden heroes were these people, and what it is, it's a program that does this and works like that. And congratulations on the 3 people selected for this month. Thank you for your work. And if you see them, congratulate them. It makes it more of a real thing, and you're double validating through the Hidden Heroes, through social media, through your work. It's something.
We could probably. I think. I mean, it's a good idea. I think.
And as far as the spring break stuff goes, I would do because you want to be smart, right? So I know you don't want to do the whole BuzzFeed stuff too much. Oh, this thing's blinking. I wonder how much time I got. Anyway, you don't want to do too many BuzzFeed articles, right? So, but at the same time, you do want to do good articles that are interesting and engaging. So something that would be interesting would be, spring break for 3 different kinds of budgets. So, if you can't afford that much, but you have a car at least, and maybe you could go around Amistad and go to the coffee shops in Del Rio, and they have art shops and they have a vineyard actually. Not many people know that. It's beautiful. They have a beautiful downtown, very historic. And then if you have a little bit more money, and Maybe you can go to Gardner Park and rent a cabin, or this is stuff that you should do a long time ago because cabins get filled up.
Yeah.
And you have slightly more money, then do the thing that all of America does right here in our backyard. Go to South Padre or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And if you still have slightly more money, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
No, that's good.
It's up to you, but it kind of helps give it a better audience, and people love categories, especially because if they could fit themselves in a category, it's like, oh, I can totally do this,
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, it's funny because BuzzFeed does that style.
You see what I'm saying? Now BuzzFeed isn't that bad because they've done some good stuff too. They've given themselves a bad name, unfortunately, but not a bad name. It's just, how do I say?
It has a certain like connotation, like you said.
Yeah, it gives it an EP topics connotation, but sometimes they actually have good material.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, let's not discredit it completely, but let's make it our own.
That's a good idea.
Something like that would be kind of fun. I would like to read that.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay. So that EP Hidden Heroes.
I kind of like where you're going with the EP Hidden Heroes thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how I feel about.
My legs are going to sleep. I'm old, man.
I'm not
Okay.
sure how I feel about the screen grabs, but
Oh yeah.
But
So you could take another picture and double validate like that.
But I don't think we should not regurgitate, but like I think like you're right, it would validate it further.
Mm-hmm.
But like I think like another way to put a spin on that is not do the hidden hero stuff, but like candid photos of like life on campus. So like
that'd be nice.
I think people would be like, hey, is that you? Hey, is that my friend? So and so.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
For the Hidden Heroes, we didn't do this, and I've been thinking about telling Jason, our social media guy, to do this for us. But people, again, love to see themselves, and people love to see people that they love be broadcast and acknowledged. So for Hidden Heroes, what would have worked, I think, better would be if we did a tag. So when we create the social media post, find them on social media, whoever it is that we're posting about, if they are on it, and tag them if possible. Because then you automatically, it's like you create a post for them in which they're, the highlight, and then that gets shared even more. What we could do for EP Monthly is for whoever's actually there for the daily life in Eagle Pass High School, you can tag some of the people that are there, and then that way, on this month's or this issue's EP Monthly, these people are tagged or whatever, because again, we talked about the views. EP Monthly for 7 single digits on the while back. So this sounds like a lot of work and it's gonna be annoying. But remember the sales. Did you tell these guys about the sales?
Oh yeah, with the sales we're having just Dean sell from now on. And so like if your parents want to buy one, you would bring him the money rather than selling it to your parents.
Okay.
And we're gonna try more ad stuff, but that's we can explain that later.
Essentially, you don't have to worry about selling anymore.
Yeah.
All your attention should just go into content creating, taking photos, and writing stories.
Yeah.
That's it.
What were we talking about?
So we're talking about tagging people and trying to get more views.
Like candid photos and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Would there be like a story to it, or?
We could do like a page or a section where it's in your, what is it called? Class in session, where it's like
A day in the life with someone.
mix that idea with the 3 photos collections. You know what I'm saying? So, and kind of mix it in. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Put it in a bag, shake it, and and it'll be like the same, like photography collections, but in daily Eagle Pass High School. It's like, wow, that campus is actually pretty beautiful. Granted, we would be filtering it greatly, right? Because we want to make it look extra beautiful. But people love to see, again, themselves, the people they love, and the places they love. So if we can make Eagle Pass look extra beautiful, people like to see that, and people will buy that.
Yeah, I think what people like, the people showing the magazine too, they always like compliment the pictures. They're like, man, these pictures, like, they have really like syntax and like, hey, that's really nice. And also like, I know for me, I always stop by to see the pictures in front of the library when they take pictures of like pep rallies or this and that. It's like, oh, it's so and so.
Yeah.
So I think we should do that. Maybe we don't have to tell a story with it, but like it's student life. It's just supposed to be candid, it's supposed to be fun. You know, it's still interesting photographs, right? But
Yeah.
it's really about capturing, like, I guess, candid moments, or I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
I guess we should talk about the photography, like pictures. That
Have you talked to them yet about the
No.
collections? Oh, we haven't. Oh, okay, good. Tell them.
Well, I mean, they have the idea.
So 12?
But yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna do 9. It's gonna be us three.
Okay.
To start. And I think we should all do like a theme. You know, so like your 3 are themed, his 3 are themed, my 3 are themed. And I
Yeah,
think
we
that
have to
would
like
be,
say like this is my thing, that's your thing, that's that. Or like not give each other things, but state like which
Yeah, so stay away from each other's
Yeah.
themes.
Yeah. Stay away.
But yeah. So I think we should like plan out our themes, get 3 like super like really nice pictures, and then use those. So
Right now?
I kind of want to do like black and white, since I have like the editing software to do it.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Like,
Well, so let's not take black and white. That's very broad. Because he could be black and white portraits, and he could be doing black and white
well, no, but I
landscapes.
just
So
won't
you
do
shouldn't.
I just want to do black and white. I don't just.
Well, I mean, I
No,
know
it could
it's a
still,
style.
like I said, black and white.
Yeah.
That's too broad of a.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that takes too much.
So just dark.
Something.
Well, what about, like, you know, each one of y'all have, Ricky was telling me yesterday, each one of y'all have a specialty when it comes to photography.
Yeah, I like your stuff, Ricky. You do a lot of like very neat close-ups and really random, beautiful things. Some of the stuff I've seen is pretty neat. I don't know what you would name it.
He works good with light.
With lighting.
Yeah, like light and
But, like,
how you play with it. Yeah.
But it's all dark in just one spot.
You should do well. Okay.
Because I want to play more around with reflections.
Yeah, like
I want to try
reflection,
reflections.
like the lights and the reflection like that. That's Ricky. So light is Ricky.
Okay.
So light.
Should they all 3 like fit together in like an overall theme, or should it just be like?
I feel like 3 different themes.
Wait, no.
But, like, should they-
Somehow there's still a common
Yeah, so
thread.
he's doing like, say he's doing reflections, and like you do shadows, and then Gage does like light or something, or like I don't know, something. I mean, that'd be like kind of maybe extra, but
Yeah.
it could be a cool like collection, because they would all fit together, like, you know, as a big collection overall.